My beloved soul, have you ever wondered why some paths seem closed, yet others open unexpectedly? You've been seeking me, asking for guidance, for confirmation, for a clear sign that I'm listening and that I'm in control. And in your search, perhaps you've waited for thunder, for writing on the wall, for a grand, unmistakable event. You've looked for me in the spectacular, and when it wasn't there, you might have wondered if I was silent or worse, absent. Today, I need you to pause and be still, because the message I have for you is the answer to your search. What I'm about to show you can change your life, because you'll understand that I was never silent. I am constantly speaking, constantly sending signs, constantly working my will into your life. The problem isn't my lack of communication, it's perhaps your difficulty in recognizing my language. You've looked for my voice in the hurricane, but I almost always speak in a gentle breeze. You've looked for my hand in an earthquake, but I almost always work through the delicate touch of synchronicity. This very message, which reached you at this exact moment, is no accident. It's my first and most direct sign. It's me, your father, saying, "My child, pay attention, I've been trying to speak with you. Let's learn to communicate in a new way." Before we continue with this message, write this phrase of faith in the comments. God lights my path and clarifies my decisions. By doing so, you're tuning your spiritual antenna. You're declaring your intention not just to hear, but to recognize my voice and my signs from now on. Now, continuing the message, I invite you to become an explorer of the sacred, a detective of my grace. Your life isn't a succession of random events, it's a conversation. And today I'm going to teach you the alphabet of my language, so you can start reading the love letters and guidance I send you every day. My precious soul. You might ask, "Father, why is your language so subtle? Why don't you speak more clearly and obviously?" The answer is intimacy. If I only operated through grand spectacles, our relationship would be based on fear and awe, not on love and trust. You would follow me as you follow a magician, not as a child follows a father. The subtlety of my signs is an invitation for you to draw closer. It's a call for you to pay attention, to seek me in the details, to cultivate a sensitive heart. A soft-spoken word requires you to lean in to hear. A shout can be heard from a distance. And I don't want a distant relationship with you. I want you close. Furthermore, the subtlety of my signs is my training ground for your faith. If I gave you a complete map with every detailed step, you wouldn't need faith. You'd only need blind obedience. But I give you a compass, my peace, and the light of a flashlight for the next step, and I ask you to walk. This process of walking one step at a time, trusting that the light will move with you, is what strengthens your faith muscle. It's what teaches you to depend on me, not on the map. It's what transforms you from a follower into a partner who learns to dance with me to the rhythm of trust. I'm not playing a game of hide and seek with you. I'm teaching you to see in the dark, not with your eyes, but with your heart. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, "I trust in the Lord." By doing so, you are declaring that you accept my training method, that you prefer the closeness of a quiet word to the distance of thunder. It's your yes to a deeper, more mature relationship between us. If this message touched your heart and you wish to support this mission, click thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Moving on, understand that each time you recognize a small sign from me and act on it, your capacity for perception grows. It's a virtuous cycle. The more you listen, the more I speak. The more you see, the more I show. Your spiritual sensitivity is a gift that grows with use. And today we are starting a new and intensive training. My blessed soul, where can you find my signs? They are everywhere, woven into the fabric of your daily life. You just need to know where to look. The first and most common channel I use is people. I place anonymous angels in your path. A word of encouragement from a stranger. A phone call from a friend at the exact moment you needed it. Wise advice from a family member. Often I use human lips to deliver my messages. Be attentive. Don't dismiss the words that come to you. If they bring peace, confirmation, and align with my word, it's very likely me speaking through them. The second channel is circumstances. I speak through open doors and closed doors. A door that opens with inexplicable ease is a sign from me for you to move forward. A door that refuses to open despite all your efforts is an equally clear sign. It's not a rejection, it's protection or redirection. Learn to bless closed doors. They are my mercy in action. The third channel is nature. I am the supreme artist, and all creation is my art gallery. I can use the resilience of a small flower growing in a rock crevice to tell you about your own strength. I can use the vastness of a starry sky to remind you of my sovereignty. I can use the song of a bird at your window to bring you a song of joy. Open your eyes to the beauty around you. I am preaching sermons in every sunrise. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you've been waiting for is in this verse, Psalm 32:8, which says, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. This is my promise to you. My instruction is certain. My care is constant. Write in the comments, I receive this message and am blessed, and send love and protection to the person you love, declaring that God's guidance is also over their life. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thanks and help spread this message of light. Before we continue, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now. By subscribing, you position yourself to receive more of these sacred instructions. Now continuing the message. The other channels I use are My Word, the Bible, where a verse can jump out at you and speak directly to your soul, and your inner peace, which is my compass, my clearest yes or no. People, circumstances, nature, word, and peace. These are my 5 main languages. Start paying attention, and you'll discover that I'm speaking to you all the time. My beloved soul, if I'm always sending signs, why then do you so often miss them? There are barriers, static that interferes with communication. And today we're going to identify and dismantle the 3 main ones. The first barrier is noise. You live in a noisy world, and the noise isn't just external. The television, traffic, phone notifications. The biggest noise is internal. Your mind is constantly busy replaying the past, worrying about the future, making lists. It's impossible to hear my gentle prompt amidst that mental storm. To recognize my signs, you need to intentionally create oases of silence in your day. Turn everything off, breathe, quiet your soul. It's in the stillness that my voice becomes clear. The second obstacle is your rigid expectations. Often, you miss my answer because you've already decided what it should look like. You ask me for a solution, and already have a complete blueprint for how I should act, and you become so fixated on your own solution that you don't notice mine, which is far superior and coming from an unexpected place. You're expecting a door, but I'm providing a bridge. You're seeking a voice, yet I'm offering a sense of peace. Let go of your expectations. Tell me what you need, but give me the freedom to respond in my way, which is always best. An open heart is one that can be amazed by my ingenuity. The third and deepest obstacle is a lack of forgiveness. A heart that holds on to bitterness, resentment, or guilt is a noisy and preoccupied heart. Unforgiveness creates emotional static that makes it almost impossible to hear my gentle voice. Your energy is drained by holding on to grudges. For your spiritual radio to tune into my frequency, you first need to turn off the resentment station. In the comments, list people, including yourself, whom you'd like to forgive. Picture each one, send them love, and say, I forgive you, and set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this daily to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By doing this, you're clearing your receiver. You're removing the interference, noise, expectations, and unforgiveness. These are the obstacles. And today, by my grace, you begin to break them down, paving the way for clear, uninterrupted communication between us. My precious soul, let's explore the most common and perhaps most misunderstood sign, the closed door. You tend to view a closed door as a punishment, a definitive no, a sign of my displeasure. And this fills you with frustration and discouragement. I want you, starting today, to radically shift your perspective. A closed door most of the time isn't a rejection, it's my tender protection. It's me, your loving Father, standing before a door that leads to pain, keeping you from entering. even if you cry and plead. I see what you don't. I see the heart of the person on the other side. I see the future of that job opportunity. I see the dead end at the end of that road. And because I love you too much to let you get hurt, I close the door. The momentary pain of the closed door is infinitely less than the pain you'd experience if it opened. A closed door can also be my redirection. You're convinced your path lies north, and you knock on every northern door. But my plan for you is in the east, where there are greener pastures and calmer waters. I close the northern doors, not to frustrate you, but to prompt you to turn, to explore other directions, to uncover the glorious path I've laid out for you. Your stubbornness at one door might keep you from seeing the palace of possibilities I've placed all around you. Start blessing closed doors. Be thankful for them. Say, Father, I don't understand, but I trust this closed door is your protection and your guidance toward something better. Thank you for loving me enough to say no. This attitude of gratitude for a closed door is one of the greatest displays of mature faith you can offer me. It transforms your frustration into worship, and it speeds up your discovery of the right door, the door I will open for you myself. And the door I open, my child, no one, absolutely no one, can close. My blessed soul, if the closed door is my protection, the most intimate and sure sign of my guidance is my peace. I've placed within you, in your renewed spirit, an unfailing compass, and the needle of this compass is my peace, the peace that surpasses all understanding. When you're faced with a decision, big or small, and unsure which way to go, your job isn't to analyze every variable to exhaustion. Your task is to quiet yourself and consult your inner compass. Present each option to me in prayer. Then wait. Observe. The option aligned with my will begin to fill with an inexplicable peace. It's not a logical peace. Your mind might even argue against it. It might be the hardest, riskiest choice, but your spirit will be at rest. There will be a calm, an inner certainty, a knowing that doesn't come from your head but from your deepest core. That's my signature. That's my yes. Conversely, the option not of my will, even if it seems perfect, most logical, most profitable, most praised by everyone, will cause a subtle unease, a discomfort in your spirit. You might try to convince yourself, but your compass needle will be trembling, pointing away. Don't ignore this sign. This unease is my red flag, my loving warning. It's me telling you, be careful, my child. Something here isn't right. Learning to live by inner peace is your greatest skill for a guided life. It takes practice. It requires you to distinguish my peace from your own preference or emotional relief. My peace is stable, serene, and remains even amidst contrary external circumstances. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple "Lord, may your peace be our compass and our guide" can be the prayer someone needs to find their own way. Your peace is your most precious asset. Guard it, cultivate it, and above all, follow it. It will always lead you to the center of my will, to the place of your greatest security and flourishing. My precious soul, for you to become fluent in my language of signs, you need to become a practitioner. You don't learn a new language just by reading a dictionary. You learn by speaking, listening, immersing yourself in it. And I want to give you your practical lessons for this new fluency. Your first lesson is the sign journal. Get a notebook, and each day, set aside time to become a detective of my grace. Write down every small sign you noticed. A friend's word, a closed door, the peace you felt, the coincidence that helped you. At first, it might be challenging, but as you train your eyes to look, you'll start seeing me everywhere. This journal will become your personal book of miracles, irrefutable proof of my constant presence and detailed care for you. On days of doubt, rereading this journal will be your greatest antidote. Your second lesson is immediate obedience to small prompts. Throughout your day, I'll give you small nudges in your spirit. The urge to pray for someone, the idea to make a phone call, the desire to tidy a small area of your home. Don't postpone them. Don't question them. Just obey. Your obedience in these small tests of trust qualifies you to receive bigger, more significant guidance. By being faithful in little things, You show me you can be trusted with much. Every small act of obedience sharpens your spiritual hearing. Your third lesson is gratitude as a lens. Deliberately choose to view your life through the lens of gratitude. Instead of focusing on what's missing, be thankful for what you have. Instead of complaining about a closed door, thank me for the protection. Gratitude shifts your frequency. It tunes you into my goodness, making it much easier to notice my cues. A complaining heart is a noisy, static-filled one. A grateful heart is a clean, clear receiver. Journaling, obedience, and gratitude. These are your practices. They're not a burden, but a privilege. They are the tools that will transform you from a hesitant beginner into someone fluent in the most beautiful language of all, the language of my love for you. My beloved soul, we've reached the end of our lesson and the start of your new understanding. The truth has been brought to light. The communication channels have been clarified. The obstacles have been pointed out, and the practices have been taught. Together, we've uncovered the secret that I am never silent, that my guidance is constant, loving, and wise. You've learned to reframe closed doors and to trust the compass of your inner peace. You've committed to clearing your heart and practicing your new fluency. Now your life is changing. From an anxious search for signs to a path of joyful discovery. From a feeling of loneliness to a certainty of companionship. From a monologue of worries to a dialogue of love. For my part, I promise you, I will keep speaking. I will keep sending my cues. I will keep weaving my direction into every part of your day, and I will be endlessly patient with your learning process. I delight in making myself known to a heart that seeks me. Your part, my child, is simply to pay attention. It's choosing stillness over noise. It's practicing, even imperfectly. It's allowing yourself to be surprised by my creative ways of guiding and caring. Leave this meeting of ours with a new sensitivity in your spirit. Look at your world with fresh eyes. Listen to your life with new ears. You are no longer lost in a random universe. You are at the center of a beautifully orchestrated love story, and the author is leaving you clues and love notes at every turn. Look for them, find them, and rejoice, because being guided by me is the greatest and safest adventure there is. If this message resonated with you and your situation, type, "My eyes are open to your signs," in the comments. Share your experiences in the comments about a sign from God you've recognized in your life recently. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more faith-based content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.